Good morning. Day 7. Just leaving the Strathcarron hotel campsite. It was quite good. The best thing about it was the pub, because I got 3 pints of ale and venison sausage and mash. And it was all very nice. I had starter and dessert as well, so a good meal. My Dutch friends, Helma and Roel, they were there as well. They just gave me a boiled egg this morning, which was nice. I cooked breakfast too. No excuses for today. So today I'll be heading to Kinlochewe, which is 27 kilometres from here, the way I'm doing it. There's snow in the hills now, up high, so it's still a bit cold. But of course I was too hot in my tent last night, as usual. I'm gonna have to fix that. I think I had a bit of a bulge behind my top of my back or my neck, so my head was kind of out of position or uncomfortable, or it was hot, so I didn't have a great sleep again. So it's really annoying, you really need a good sleep. But it's not raining, which is good. It rained through the night quite heavily. I guess that's good because it's overnight rather than through the day. But now I've got a little wander through some woodland alongside a river for a few kilometres, and then I have to rejoin this road, unfortunately, for I think it'll be about 5 kilometres. That'll be the worst part of the day, actually, I think, walking on the road. I need to get up, well, past these mountains over there. So I'll be going up this main glen, eventually up over the hills to the left, or the north as they are. So looking forward to getting to Kinlochewe, assuming I get into the campsite. It's a good campsite there. Everyone waves at you here. Maybe they're telling me to piss off. So anyway, I better put this away, focus on this. I'm just going to come over a bridge and off the road actually, but hoping for another good day with no disasters. Oh, another guy in the campsite, Jeff, he recognised me from the YouTube channel and obviously told him about my broken pole, and he said, "Have you not got a splint?" I said, "No, I've not got a splint. Didn't know these were a thing." So he actually gave me a spare splint, and I thought it was fantastic. So I'm a bit of a scrounger this morning. A boiled egg from the Dutch guys and a free tent pole splint from Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Last night was spent at Strathcarron Hotel at the campsite next to it. Had a lovely 3-course meal, 3 pints of their local ale, which went down a treat. Oh, yum, yum, yum. That was fantastic. I could have stayed there all night. Well, I could have stayed at the pub all night, that is. So I've spent all morning so far. It's 11:20. I've covered almost 13.5 kilometres, mostly along the bloody road, which is quite hard on your feet. And I've now made it to the path I went up 2 years ago when I had that awful night down in the glen with all the ticks and stuff. So I've now got back on track, basically, connected my detour to the pub, and I'm now on the track to Kinlochewe, so I'm quite happy. The sun's out, it's dry, it's meant to rain later on, about 3 o'clock I think it's meant to rain, which is round about the time I think I'm going to get to the campsite. I just hope I get into the campsite, to be honest. So I've just passed over the high point that marks the end of Strathcarron for me. Hi Strathcarron, thanks for the memories and the beer. It's wonderful. It wasn't wonderful. Well, it's probably my least favourite glens on the way up here, because I'm not going to go over all the ticks and stuff, but the road as well, if you go over to Strathcarron to the pub, it's a lot of road walking. But yeah, good to put that behind us, and up ahead you have the mountains of Torridon. My goodness, they look spectacular already. That's Benny, big silvery one. That was the first, what was it, National Trust or National Trust Reserve, or not quite sure the term for it, but it was the first park, like a national park in the UK, I believe. And there's that mountain over there is part of the, it's called the Coolin, but it's obviously not the Sky Coolin. I can't remember if there's a term before the Coolin, but I think this is a Coolin Pass I'm on actually. So yeah, good to make this is a great milestone. Kinlochewe should be about halfway up the entire Cape Wrath Trail, so that's definitely a milestone. It feels a milestone just to be here actually, to get out of that glen, just Strathcarron. So yeah, a lot of track walking still to come. So just track walking and then a bit of road walking at the end into Kinlochewe. A bit of snow in the tops that's just appeared since yesterday. It's quite a lot of rain last night, obviously falling snow up high. So that's Benny and Torridon. Straight ahead is Strath. It's raining on Strath at the moment and the sun's on my back. So this is a really good track actually, nice and easy, an easy gentle descent, and then you might be able to see the track way up ahead. That's what will be taken to go up over that next hill, and over the other side of that hill is Kinlochewe. This is like something out of, I don't know, the Rockies or Canada or somewhere. The scenery is just so different here compared to Knoydart, Glen Shield. All the mountains are like spaced further apart. It's lovely. There's a couple of white horses over there and a nice big white house. Views are alright. I've been drinking water out of burns for a few days, haven't I? But today I've been drinking water provided by the pub, so it's mains tap water. It's definitely not as good. It tastes plasticky or something. I don't know if it's the fluoride they add to it or what, but it's definitely not as nice as water from a burn. Maybe I'm just going feral. Ship shape. A bit of a drama when I arrived here at the campsite. They didn't have any pitches, everything was fully booked. So she said, do you want to pitch on gravel? I said, absolutely not. and I must have looked pretty desperate because she said, well, do you want to take this wee grotty corner? It's not that grotty, is it, really? I mean, at least it's flat. So it was probably gravel and they've just left weeds to take over in the grass because it could hardly get the pegs in, but it'll do me. Main thing is I've had a shower. I've lost my towel along the way. I think I lost it in Knoydart somewhere, so I had to dry myself with 2 liner socks. That's efficient, and I've got all my clothes in the washing machine just now again, hence waterproofs and t-shirt I've not worn since the last wash. So actually managing to get things back to, well, some form of reset. I noticed there's a pizzeria up the road there. It's open from 5:30 to 7:30. I was going to go there but bumped into some other guys. They were asking me if I'll go to the pub, so we'll just need to see will I be sociable or not, because I was dying on a pizza actually, but I might go to the pub instead, who knows. But quite glad to get the tent up and my washing in, well, just to get into the campsite at all actually. So it's been a weird day for weather. It's now burning hot. You can see I'm peeling now. It's not just from here today, but the last few days it's been either freezing or really hot, and it switches like that. I was sitting there before I put the tent up, baking in the sun, just messaging people, and all of a sudden it starts hailing and it's freezing, so I had to throw the tent up. Anyway, so my washing's got another 20 minutes or so I'm going to finish that, dry it, and then think about dinner. This is the start of, what are we? Day 8? Is that right? Must be day 8. It's Friday. Yeah, day 8. So this is an important day because this hike will be covering the ground where I decided to call it a day the last time. So we'll see today if I'm going to go beyond that, although obviously even after I called it a day last time I still had 2 days to get off the Cape Wrath Trail. So Kinlochewe today here, leave no trace, and it's a 2-day hike to Ullapool, so hiking today into the Fisherfield forest, even though there's no trees there. It used to be a forest. Wild camping near Shenaville Bothy. Put me in striking range of Ullapool tomorrow. So an important day, as I say. We'll see how it goes, obviously, and hopefully I'll go beyond what I achieved the last time. Great view of Benny. The weather's going to be mixed today again. I think the rain's going to come in the afternoon, which is sad. The tent's absolutely soaking this morning. I tried my best to get dried off with a sponge, but probably only got about half the water off. But let's stop procrastinating now and set off. And here we see the lesser spotted hiker making their way up the Cape Wrath Trail. For some this is an annual migration. For some lose their way somewhere along the trail and have to bugger off back home. I don't know who these ones are though. They just went into the long grass. I think they might have been camping there. I guess I'm going to catch up with them though. quite a long track to start the day, which was quite good, easing myself back into it. And yeah, I was just thinking, well, I've been thinking over the last few days about how your kind of emotions are a bit of a roller coaster on this trail. They can swing from high to low in a heartbeat, and you get a lot of them. I'm quite a you know, level-headed guy, you know. I'm not overly dramatic ever. But on this, I do feel quite low at times. Don't feel very high that often, right enough, but I think there's a lot to be said for the kind of mental side of this. Hiking and staying in a tent for, if you're doing really well, 2 weeks, but I think most people do it in longer than 2 weeks, so it's a long time to be living in a tent and hiking long distance every day and dealing with everything, not just your own health and fitness and blisters and all your muscles and, you know, just stupid things like keeping clean. If you don't keep clean, your skin will break out, and so you got to really keep on top of so many different things. And then there's the weather, then there's the beasties, and then there's navigation. It's just everything, absolutely everything. Yeah. And I think the key to it is resilience. Like yesterday, for example, went into the shower, realised I'd lost my towel. It didn't really faze me, I just used 2 socks, but you've got to adapt. Almost every day something will go wrong, and you just hope it's not going to be something major. Like, I mean, some people make a navigation mistake and they end up walking for kilometres in the wrong direction. That would really do me in. So I think I've always got my navigation sussed. What worries me most? The weather. I can deal with rain, but if it's raining all day, like for multiple days, it starts to become very difficult to cope with. Because you get into problems with your, you know, keeping clean, even keeping warm probably, and if your body's just not getting dry, you know, if you got wet skin anywhere for any length of time, it's probably going to give you a problem, you know. So yeah, so, I don't know what I'm trying to say actually, but I think it's a roller coaster of emotions, certainly. I'm usually quite low in the morning when I'm not sleeping very well, but see, in the morning I'm quite cosy and I'm able to sleep, but it's, you know, 6 in the morning and the birds are waking you up, and you know you're going to have to get up, and it's quite cold and damp, and you don't want to get out of your sleeping bag, but you do. At time like this, I'm walking along fair pace and I'm not feeling any pain anywhere, so this is what you'd call a high point. So it's not raining, I feel fine, I'm putting in kilometres, so this is good. Looks like a bit of weather up ahead though. Yeah, you just need to wait 5 minutes and something goes wrong. See these guys all over the place. Fada, I believe this is. So I'm at the top of the pathless section, Just about to lose sight of the Kinlochewe, Torridon area. Again, thanks for the memories and the beer. That's the back of Strath there, and Lochinfada. Here's a bit of the Fisherfield 6. That's Amheeden, the most remote Monroe in Scotland. I'm pretty sure that's it there. And I'm going this way. Pick a pole. Down into this glen this way. But I know this is strewn with peat hags, very boggy, so I'm going to try and find a route up a bit higher actually to try and avoid most of the bog. So the weather's very cold still. It's raining off and on. It's raining up ahead. So, but then the sun sometimes comes out and it's burning hot, so you can't win. Lovely views all around. I've been wading through that bog for quite a while, and all of a sudden, you see this? Lovely. Completely unexpected. Well, I knew it was here. But yeah, it's a strange feature. Very welcome. Did you see the lizard? Really hard to get lizards on camera. You see them so easily with your eye because your eyes are so sensitive to movement, but they just disappear. You can't get your camera out, but that one seemed to stop. Well, it did stop in clear view, so hopefully I got it on shot. It's just been hailing, making my way through this boggy, pathless terrain. Quite bloody awkward, but getting there. Really cold. I seem to have found the path on the other side. Hooray! Yes, this is a path. Well, it looks really good here. Practically a motorway. Look at this, wow. There's the welcoming party. Hi guys, it's me. Hi. Not seen me for about a year. Yeah, what's up those Monroes this time this year? Last year. This time this year. Oh god. Oh, I need a break. Getting sight of Angelic round the corner, which is good. I actually don't know where I'm going to stop today. My planned stop at a destination seems not too far away. My ETA is about 3:30, I think, on my watch. That's a bit early. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. This path's been a bit awkward, been a bit boggy. Shouldn't complain. So this is it. This is the spot where I gave up last time. Threw the towel in, said, right, that's it, I'm going to Ullapool and I'm going home. So, am I going to do the same this time? Doesn't look like it, does it? So, yeah, This is a real milestone. Just got to cross this river. Try not to get my feet wet. The sun's out as well. It's looking up. This is a high point. So yeah, here I am again. It's quite a weird feeling actually. That was a big decision back then to hike for what would it have been, 7 days? 7 days with a lot of rain, and then to make a decision to quit here. It doesn't come easy, so it's different this time. Well, I might still only get to Ullapool of course because it's a long way away, but obviously a bit more confident at this point. Of course I might not ever get across this river, but yeah, so that's good. So that's the end of the hiking today. I finished at about 3:30, about 4 o'clock now because I've put my tent up. Lovely spot here, lovely spot. This is usually the start of the Fisherfield 6. You go hiking up that hill first, well I would anyway, that's the first one up there. Used to be a Monroe and it was demoted because they found it wasn't even 3,000 feet. What a schoolboy error. Anyway, it's nice and windy, so the tent's already dried out from this morning. I mean, it was really soaking still in the tent. But there's a nice strong breeze, so it's all dried off already. I've got this nice river to listen to all night. I haven't seen anyone else that I know from before today. So I'm kind of hoping I see them walk down the glen maybe later on. I'll sit here and just watch the view for a wee while. That was about 24k I did today, I think. I had thought I might be able to get all the way to Ullapool, but it wasn't really on it. The ETA was going to be about 9 o'clock at night, so nah, wasn't on. It's only about 18k tomorrow though, so quite a short day tomorrow. So hopefully get into Ullapool quite early, get some food, got a pub, and that's the final reset before I get up to the Cape. So I've got to make good use of it tomorrow and get there early. So that'll be it for today really. I'm just going to chill out and attend my feet and stuff, and I don't really think you want to be watching that. That's Angelic up there. So tomorrow I'll just have, well I'll have 2 hills to climb over. This will be the first hill, climb over that, and then another similar hill till I get into the Ullapool area. Shenaville Bothy is probably about 3 kilometres further downriver from here, and didn't really fancy going there to be honest. It's quite a nice spot here, so I took it, and the weather's nice, so I've taken the opportunity to dry out the tent and get all set up for